Okay, so for this video I'm going to be showing some mini Trangia hacks, or some mini Trangia tips I guess, more than hacks. Some Decathlon hammock tips, and some tips and some problems with the Yugoslavian ex-military mess kit. You can buy them online for about £8, and they're really good except for a couple things, which I will go through I guess now. So first off, I'm going to start with the hammock. And when you get the hammock from Decathlon, which I recommend, it comes with fabric loops comes with paracord loops through the fabric. My first hack was to replace those loops with carabiners, so I wouldn't have to tie anything onto the loop. I could just clip on to the carabiner. My second hack was to do a double dragon loop in the provided cord, giving me two looped ends, so I can easily, watch this, just come around the side of a tree, clip it on, there, and pay the hammock out and to the other end. So as you can see, it's just dangling there like that. This is a double dragon loop. This is, oh, a bit twisted, how I do my hammock. So you can, just for demonstration, you can do this. It's just sort of wrapped loosely around the tree, put some pressure on that won't go anywhere. Then you can do this. Put the loop around there. Puts plenty of pressure on the tree. Gives you a nice tight grip. I've got no words today. And now I could get hammock straps. And I'm looking at them, but for me, they're expensive for what I want, for what I'm gonna get, and this does fine for me for now. The next thing I'm going to do is get rid of the, when you get the mini Trangia, get rid of the stupid gripper that comes with it, and instead put a true utility spoon in. I think, yeah, true utility, little spoon there, and a mini bic or a mini clipper. So that fits, there's actually some dirt in there, it's horrible. So that fits right next to the mini Trangia there. And that fits in there, and you can just close it up. Okay, so you've got a source of ignition and something to eat with in there. Now you should be carrying a multi-tool, so instead of using the pop gripper that comes with it, use your multi-tool. Use your pliers on your multi-tool to lift the pot off. Simple as. Now, onto the Yugoslavian mess kit. One of my favourite things to do with the Yugoslavian mess kit is to take the water bottle out, because the water bottle leaks. Look, water bottle leaks. See? Everywhere. So get rid of the water bottle. Water bottle's crap. Don't use a water bottle. Instead, get yourself a Vango stove and a small gas canister, and I don't have it on me, stupidly. I forgot it. And it'll fit in there. The Vango gas stove will fit in there. The gas canister will fit in there. Put them together. Carry yourself a separate water bottle or water bladder. Usually you should be carrying a water bladder, because you can get up to 2 or 3 litres in there at once. Do whatever you want, but you should, a water bladder is probably the best way to carry water, to me. So then you've got yourself a little brew kit in there. You've got a gas canister and a stove. You can cook on that, and the little cup that comes with it also will fit in there with everything else. because unfortunately the bottle leaks after a while, at least mine has. So that's what I'm doing instead of using the water bottle. Putting a gas stove in there for a brew kit. Now I'm going to have a coffee and chillax by this here reservoir. Another tip is find yourself a bottle of this. Instead of a big bottle of methylated spirits and decanting your methylated spirits into say a separate Nalgene bottles, do this, just get yourself a small one of these. It is 250 millilitres, that's more than enough for a few camps. And it's in this more secure bottle than if you put it in a Nalgene or a, as my dad did, he put it in a metal water bottle, one of those metal aluminium water bottles, and it always leaked because the methylated spirits would get past the seal. So I'm going to boil myself up with some water. I just realised my music's still playing. I was like, what's that? And then my music's still playing. I took my earphones off to talk to a couple and then I forgot to pause my music. So I'm going to empty that, fill this with a little bit of meths. And then put the meths far, far away. Far away. Over there. Let that soak into the the padding inside, whatever it's called, because there is sort of like a steel wool in the Trangia which absorbs the fluid up and puts it out through these small holes here. So okay, so hold on. There you go. And it's lit. There we go. Cool. Bloody hell, that took longer than I thought it was. Right. Onto the cup of coffee. So yeah, if you keep a mini Bic or a mini clipper in with your thing, then you'll always have a source of ignition, and you won't have to worry about finding a lighter or a matches or a flint striker. It will always be in your kit. As I said, the Yugoslavian mess kit bottle leaks, so it's not great. There we go. It's on fire. There are kids having fun behind, throwing stones into the lake. The only real drawback to Trangia is wind. It's a tiny amount of wind today. It's barely noticeable by me, but the Trangia is absolutely suffering because of it. So we just try and block off some of the wind using the frying pan without burning myself. There you go. Turn that around. The inside of the frying pan is not meant to touch fire. Just a tip. The outside is, the inside is not. It's a bit better. Sort of going more up now than across. Just be careful not to touch this after it's been near fire, because I'm going to touch it and I'm going to burn myself. I just know I am. Here's another tip: if you're making coffee or tea or any sort of food that requires rehydration with water, this lake is so busy on the weekends. you don't need to boil the water. You can just get it to a sort of like an 80-90 degrees. So you're using just a bit less fuel. You can boil it if you want to, but I always get it to sort of just when the bubbles are sort of starting to appear on the bottom, and then I use it, and it's never done me wrong. It's always been fine. So I put in just enough fuel to get it to sort of hot enough to make a coffee. I'm going to chuck the rest of the water away, and then I'm going to let the Trangia cool down, and then I'm going to put that away as well. But yeah, I love this little cup that comes with the Yugoslavian mess kit. Is really handy for making little bits of coffee. See, so I got it just to where it was going to simmer. And you don't want to use boiling water with coffee anyway. It can scald the coffee, whether you're using instant or grounds or whatever. You use boiling water can scald the coffee and change the taste of the coffee. So you want to, with tea, really with tea you want to use boiling water, but you can use just warm water with tea. And it makes it instantly drinkable as well. So I can just drink this straight up and get going without having to sit around waiting for it to cool down. How many tips is that now? 7, 8, 9, 10? I'm going to count and put them in the video title. As if you can even hear me over this wind and those people messing about. Oh, that's good. That's good coffee. Okay. So yeah, only put in as much fuel as you think you're going to use is a good tip. Keep a lighter and a fork or spoon with you in the kit. Don't use the water bottle from the Yugoslavian mess kit. It's trash. Learn double dragon loops and get some good carabiners. The carabiners I got, my dad's old climbing carabiners. Get good climbing carabiners. Do not use shop bought aluminium like tube. Use solid aluminium or solid steel carabiners. Don't use like the tube carabiners with the flimsy clips that are going to break as soon as you put any weight on them. Don't get ones that are full climbing with a 1,500 pound rating, 2,000 pound rating, 3,000 pound, something with a lot that takes a lot of yank force, whatever that's called in climbing. I don't know. Impact force. Lots of tensile strength, lots of impact force. I think that's it. Oh, and I've just noticed I'm using my wash kit to keep the camera stabilised. Carry some of this. A little bit of Sudocrem. It's got alcohol in. It's got benzyl alcohol in, so it's actually it's not just for soothing like eczema and nappy rash and stuff. It's good for killing germs on surface wounds. Don't put it in a deep cut, but if you graze yourself, slap a bit of this on. It's fine. I think that's it. I'm going to enjoy this wonderful day at this wonderful reservoir. I'm going to put my hammock up, have a bit of a swing. Great fun. Thanks for watching.